This is a No Chase the Truth production.
No Chase the Truth is a podcast that's culturally based around relationships, mental health, and wealth, with that real nostalgic vibe to it, of course. So stream us on Spotify and subscribe to our YouTube channel, No Chase the Truth Podcast. And also, disclaimer, this podcast is strictly based on our own opinions. We are not professionals. I repeat, this podcast is strictly based on our own opinions. We're not professionals. Let's get it.
Since we left shoot around, 14 children were killed 400 miles from here, and a teacher. And in the last 10 days, we've had elderly black people killed in a supermarket in Buffalo. We've had Asian churchgoers killed in Southern California, and now we have children murdered at school. When are we going to do something? I'm tired. I'm so tired of getting up here and offering condolences to the devastated families that are out there. I'm so tired of I'm tired of the moments of silence. Enough. There's 50 senators right now who refuse to vote on H.R. 8, which is a background check rule that the House passed a couple of years ago. It's been sitting there for 2 years. And there's a reason they won't vote on it, to hold on to power. So I ask you, Mitch McConnell, I ask all of you senators who refuse to do anything about the violence and school shootings and supermarket shootings, I ask you, are you going to put your own desire for power ahead of the lives of our children and our elderly and our churchgoers? Because that's what it looks like. It's what we do every week. So I'm fed up. I've had enough. We're going to play the game tonight, but I want every person here, every person listening to this, to think about your own child or grandchild or mother or father or sister, brother. How would you feel if this happened to you today? We can't get numb to this. We can't sit here and just read about it and go, well, let's have a moment of silence. Yeah, go Dubs, you know?
Welcome back. This is the No Chase the Truth podcast, and I'm your host, Mars Jones, aka Mr. Say Less. And today, this is my truth episode entitled Stop the Violence, Protect Our Children. Our kids really deserve to grow up, man. And it's a lot of devilish things that have been taking place these past few months and days. I'm sure everyone's heard about the massacre at Robb Elementary in Uvalde, Texas, where 21 people were killed, 19 children and 2 adults. I just want to start off first by speaking all the names of the victims that were killed. So bear with me while I go through these names. Alexandria Rubio, 10 years old. Alethea Ramirez, also 10 years old. Amarie Garza, 10 years old. Annabelle Rodriguez, 10 years old. Aleja Torres, 10 years old. Ellie Garcia, 9 years old. Ava Merles, 44 years old. Irma Garcia. Jackie Cazares, 10 years old. July Salagoro, I'm sorry if I'm messing up any names here, but doing my best trying to read all these names. Jace Lenuevos, 10 years old. Jose Flores, 10 years old. Layla Salazar, 10 years old. McKenna Lee Elrod, 10 years old. Miata Rodriguez. Miranda Mathis, 11 years old. Nevaeh Bravo. Roleo Torres, 10. Tess Maria Mata. Josiah Garcia. Xavier Lopez, 10 years old. And those are just the names of the victims that we lost this past week to senseless gun violence. And I just wanted to give a brief moment of silence for those individuals lost. Okay, thank you. Back to the topic at hand, stopping the violence. I know bullying is a major reason for a lot of these school shootings. I don't condone bullying in any form, and I feel like that starts at home with us telling our kids how important it is to love each other and to treat each other the right way and not talk about each other because we're different. Because you never know what somebody else has going on in their world. You know, after you leave that 6 to 8 hours in school, you go home, and some people are just stuck with their thoughts. You know, they're just stuck there with all the things that happen throughout the day, all the people that may have put them down throughout the day. And, you know, that anger builds. And in turn, these people leave the house and do devilish things and take out that anger on 9 times out of 10 the people that don't even deserve it. So I just want to call for action against violence worldwide, all types of violence. It just needs to stop. I feel like everyone needs to love everyone, regardless of your race, gender, sex. It doesn't matter, man. We're living in this world, living on this earth together. And if we can't work together, we can't expect our kids to work together. We can't expect our kids to get along if we can't get along. So, like, if we could solve this problem on bullying, I feel like a lot of society and a lot of these school shootings, they wouldn't take place. We'll be able to catch it sooner on. We'll be able to resolve those issues that in turn make a lot of people go crazy, you know. And I do want to say this about mass shootings, period, aside from school shootings. I feel like if anyone has the audacity to get out their bed and go murder innocent people, then they deserve to have their life taken the same way. They don't deserve to be taken away in handcuffs and put in a jail and on trial. They deserve to be killed just like the people they killed. So I think we need to get more control over that, because I don't feel like it's any situation where we should pick and choose when these violent people live or die. You know, irregardless of who they may have killed. If it's a white person going to kill black people, a black person going to kill white people, another race going to kill another race, it doesn't matter. It's unjustifiable. It shouldn't happen. So therefore, I feel like if you choose to get up out your bed and go massacre people, then you should be killed on sight. And that's what the cops should do for everyone across the board. It shouldn't be no type of favoritism shown. You know, it always goes back to, in the end, that the person that does the killing has some type of mental issue. So why aren't we resolving those mental issues earlier in the game before it in turn becomes this huge problem that we have? You know, mass shootings are terrible and they should not be happening. Our elderly deserves to be able to go to church, sit through a service peacefully, then go home. They shouldn't have to worry about having armed guards at church, armed guards at schools, armed guards in the grocery stores. It's really ridiculous. Like this killing, death culture that we have as a society is disgusting. It's nothing to brag about taking someone's life. It's nothing to brag about because you got guns and like, come on, man. Like, my kids want to live. I want to live. You know, we all should want to live. So I feel like until we get this gun violence issue sorted out, and we're gonna keep seeing a lot of these type of events happening, unfortunately, because the gun laws are way too loose. You can graduate school at 18, go get your gun license, regardless of your, well, I won't say a criminal background, regardless of your mental state. I'll say that, regardless of what's going on inside your head. I feel like we need to do some type of mental evaluations on these people before we give them firearms. Some type of background check. Something more stern needs to be done, because we're putting weapons in the hands of people who don't even need to have weapons, man. We got a lot more years of living on this earth. So why can't we live out these years peacefully, you know? I'm all for peace. I'm gonna be an advocate for peace. I will not condone any type of violence. You know, I will not show any types of violence around my kids. I don't want them to have any violent bone in their body. But these things do happen. It's unfortunate that 19 people had to suffer at the hands of one person because he was bullied. An 18-year-old. This is an elementary school. I doubt anyone in that elementary school had anything to do with him being bullied. But here we go again with people just wanting to make people hurt like how they hurt. Well, this is one right here, man. This definitely makes me hurt, man. And if the goal was to break everyone's heart, then definitely the goal was achieved, because I'm heartbroken. And a lot of people are heartbroken. We're scared for the safety of our children. And we don't really know where to go. We're calling for the cancellation of school for the rest of the year. We're calling for better security at school. Some of us are even thinking of homeschooling our children. And it's really sad. It's really sad. I love our youth so much. I don't want to see anything happen to anyone's child. So let's just be more prevalent and more attentive of how we treat people. You know, and let's talk to people and see how they're feeling. See if we could correct some of these things before they become huge problems. I don't want to talk too much today because I'm still in mourning over what's going on in our nation. I just wish we had better leadership all across the board, because right now I feel like we're in a nation without a leader, and it's sad. So if I could lead my people in the right way, I'll try any way I can. But for now, everyone just love everyone, man. Just hug your loved ones while you have them. Treat everyone right. You know? And let's talk about things before they escalate. This is your host, Mars Jones, and I'm signing out. God bless you.
No Chase the Truth will be doing promos if you would like your business advertised. We promote locally and nationally owned businesses. If you own a clothing line, mobile barbershop, online boutique, or even the peanut stand right down the street, I promise we got you. First 3 people will be for free. That's right, you heard it right. The first 3 people will be for the free. So what y'all waiting for? Send in your request for promos to nochasethetruth@gmail.com. That's nochasethetruth@gmail.com. Let's do business. Roll it.
This is a No Chase the Truth production.